the podcast that dives deep into what we eat, how it's made, and why it matters. And today, we are exploring the fascinating world of food production, from the seeds in the ground to the meals on our plates. How is food really made in today's world? And what challenges do producers face in feeding a growing global population? So, grab a snack, preferably something homegrown, and let's get into it. When we say food production, we are talking about the entire process of creating food, from farming, harvesting, processing, packaging, transporting, and finally delivering it to you. It is a huge interconnected system. There are two main types of food production. Primary production, that's farming, fishing, and livestock. Secondary production, where raw materials are turned into products like bread, cheese, or packaged meals. Food production doesn't just feed people, it drives economies, supports rural livelihoods, and shapes our environment. Let's start with farming, the oldest and still most critical part of food production. There are three key types of farming: crop farming, rice, wheat, corn, fruits, and veggies; animal farming, cattle, poultry, sheep; mixed farming, a combo of both. In the past, farming was all manual. Today, modern agriculture uses GPS systems, drones, and AI to maximize yield and reduce waste. But here is the twist. With climate change, farmers are facing rising temperatures, water scarcity, and unpredictable seasons. That means sustainable farming practices are more important than ever. After harvest, food doesn't just go straight to the supermarkets. It usually heads to a processing facility. There, it's washed, preserved, or frozen, canned, cooked, or turned into other products. Processing is important. It extends shelf life and makes food safer. But too much processing can lead to less nutrition and more additives, which is why ultra-processed foods have been under scrutiny. Ever wonder why apples stay shiny or how milk gets pasteurized? That's the science of food processing in action. Once processed, food is packaged, often in plastic, paper, or glass, and shipped across the country or even the globe. This is where the supply chain kicks in. The journey from the factory to your fridge might involve trucks, ships, cold storage, warehouses, and finally supermarkets or local markets. Any delays or disruptions, like during COVID-19, can send shockwaves across the food system. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: challenges. We face several major issues: climate change, soil degradation, water scarcity, food waste, overuse of chemicals. Plus, ethical concerns like how animals are treated or how fair working conditions are for farm laborers are becoming more central in the food debate. We also throw away over 30% of all food produced globally. Imagine how many people we could feed with that. In response, there is a growing movement towards sustainable food production. Organic farming, permaculture, urban farming, plant-based alternatives. Local food markets and farm-to-table restaurants are on the rise too. Why? People want to know where the food comes from and how it was made. Even tech is getting involved with things like vertical farming and lab-grown meat. The goal: feed the world without destroying the planet. So, what we can do as everyday eaters: buy local and seasonal food, reduce food waste at home, support sustainable brands, grow a small garden if you can, ask questions: who grew these, how was it made? Food choices are powerful. Every meal is a chance to shape the future of food production. And that brings us to the end of today's episode on food production. From ancient farms to modern factories, from global supply chains to your kitchen table, food production is a complex, fascinating, and deeply human story. Thanks for listening to Food and Rat. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who loves food as much as you do. Until next time, eat well, think deeply, and stay curious.